Welcome back to the series, guys. So today, to start off, the first thing I did was add 1,000,000 signals to our train lines because we need to increase capacity, and I started recording and realized I hadn't done that, and it was an absolute nightmare. So cue the montage. I'll throw in some under this to show how many signals I actually had to put down. But we need to expand because we are starting to get bottlenecks all across, from passengers to goods, and that is something we are going to need to increase. So we are going to be adding quite a few trains. So we're going to add more to the goods factory, so that will give us 4 trains over there. And let's see, we have 2 trains running over here, but as you can see, we're not getting enough copper over to the steel. So we're going to add another beautiful train here. And we are going to do that a few times. Now, one of the big things that we have going on too is our passenger network is really starting to pick up. So as you can see, Wichita has actually become our passenger hub, surprisingly. I know a couple episodes back, it was honestly one person going back and forth, but that is changing very quickly because as we have expanded our network, we essentially went from no one in Wichita to everyone from Santa Rosa to Gresham and I believe Henderson, are all transferring from Wichita to kind of move on farther through our network. So there's kind of 2 ways we can go about this. We can either direct shoot, let's say Henderson, instead of going into Wichita, we can connect it over here. But for now, we're just going to probably just train out of Wichita. So this Sunnyvale route is already just, packed. So I think we're going to go, let's take a look at our vehicles here. Let's see if there's anything we can do with that first. Ooh, 1971. Look at us. We are really cruising through the years here. So top speed 200. Speed could definitely be an issue. I'm looking over here at 91, and that means that we are on slopes, which definitely makes sense because we cut through the mountains. That is something I should have paid a little bit more attention to as we kind of cruise through this, but I didn't. So I'm wondering if we increase that speed, how much... we might run a test here. Let me see. So let's see how many people are waiting. So we're currently at a 435 rate. If I switch these vehicles and make them faster... So let's not even switch. What's the capacity for good? And that will get us what, to 160? Still high, only at 114. We have to go to excellent for that. Oh, we are struggling here. Good? What do you mean good? It's only excellent if we don't have any passengers? What the heck? And so we can get a smaller weight. But is good just going to drop us down to 133? Let's see, are we still at 113? Okay, what can we do here? Oop, new train available. Is that a diesel? It is. At 105. But that is not really going to help us too much. Anything in the electrical here? So what can... Oh, we got 3,400 power. So there's not really much we can do. I think the best we can do is if we drop this to a 90 capacity, we get, what if we get it? 72 capacity. We're up to 133. I wonder what this will do to our rate. Because what if we just keep the speed up, maybe add one more train. I mean, we're gonna test it. We're gonna test this theory out, and that just demolished our rate. Demolished, absolutely demolished. Okay, so that obviously was a horrible decision. Ann Arbor needs food. That is great. That's our eastern city that we added. That what if we stay in good? 105. Mediocre. But then what's the point? All we did was we didn't change anything. All right, we're going to do this, and then we're adding another train. Well, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Let's take a look at Ann Arbor here. Ann Arbor needs food. Now, we should already bring food over there, so it should automatically kind of work. So I don't need to make any adjustments for there now. And then we have quite a few goods going in here. And it looks like we cannot handle any of it. But it could also be a little bit of the traffic. Let's see what kind of cars we're working with. Ooh, look at these bad boys. 80 kilometers an hour. The Peterbilt 359. Very nice. And the rate's only 617, so we definitely want that increased. But if we're going to increase that, we're going to need essentially all these vehicles to turn into that. Or else we are just going to be slowed down completely. So let's get this all taken care of. And then we're going to have to take a look at these roads real quick. I mean, our capacity right now is just... we just have to keep up. I mean, we've made so many improvements throughout our network. And the towns are growing so fast that we're just kind of at that point where it's like, can we keep up with the demand? Let's take a look here. Can't upgrade that. Can we upgrade? We can upgrade. So that's 100 kilometers an hour. This is 80. What is this? Are you? Oops, this is our Tallahassee route. So we want to make sure that they can actually meet their top speed. Because we have a lot of through traffic. We might have to deal with that because it looks like a lot of traffic is coming from people. What is this? San Bernardino fuel route. Fuel route. We have a fuel. Oh, that's right. We added that in. Okay. But what can you can go 80 kilometers an hour too. So I just replaced a bunch of... might have been unnecessary. Alright, well, what are you going to do? I just replaced... it did solve our issues, so they can carry a little bit more. So they got a higher capacity, which is great. How are we doing on this? So, train from Sunnyvale to Wichita has quite a bit left at the station. Yeah, they're barely managing that. So let's add another train here. And I'm hoping this doesn't absolutely blow up our network, but it easily could. Oh, 581. So that is actually helping us over here. Our rate is definitely picking up. But as you can see, I mean, Myriad to Sunnyvale, 388. Let's add another vehicle over there. And we just added one to Wichita. Oh, I know what we need. So there's an issue. So we're going to increase this capacity, but we don't have enough trains, I think, picking up. Because, did we add the train over here? We did. So this should start producing more. But getting that actually to people is becoming an issue. So I need another train coming out of Sunnyvale. We have 3. Let's make that 4. And hopefully that doesn't blow it up too. Because we are moving food is getting added over here too, because it's coming in through Ann Arbor. So that is going to be big. And just to help out, I think we can use... we have one train on this line. I think if we add a second one over here... What am I doing? Manage vehicles. Confirm mass clone. There's only one. Chill out. We should get a better operate. What is happening here? Oh, this traffic. This is nightmare. I mean, we are producing so poorly. And it's all because of this. So we have a side lane in over here. I wonder if we configure an out. And then add a side street. Will this help us at all? See if anyone takes that. So they're still using the main road here. I'm thinking about eliminating it, but then I'll need a way in from over there. Oh, did I just destroyed it. They are not moving whatsoever. Okay. Well, that failed miserably. Let's destroy that. Get everyone back in the moving. Alright, we're going to have to take a look at that. Maybe expand it. Give a little bit more room in here for the trucks to kind of work that out. That should help the flow a bit. Is this a one-way? No. I wonder why the trucks aren't using that as much. But we have a huge issue. I mean, our production is so down. This is all just horrific traffic. Oh my god. Alright, we'll have to deal with that at some point, but not today. Not today. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of our train line. So, we just added a train to Pueblo. We haven't blown up the network, which is good. The Wichita is a little bit better. We have 1 million people waiting on buses over here, so I guess that makes sense if Wichita is going to be our kind of main hub. Anyway, I just sneezed, so I had to cut that out. If Wichita is going to be our main hub for passengers, it would make sense that the bus line in Wichita is a little crazy. Let's see. We have 3 trains on this line. What about going in the other direction? Boom. Solved. Add another train. Always the solution. Add more trains. Only 47 people waiting at Gresham, so I'm not really too worried about that. Wichita to Henderson. We only have 1 track here. So if this gets really packed up, we're going to actually have to lay some more track over here. So I want to keep an eye on that. How are bus routes doing everywhere? So we have this, well, is this a bus? No, this is a town route. Okay. So let's upgrade those buses, see if that helps. I mean, we're pretty much just in complete, like, please don't blow up our capacity. Waiting on steel, which is waiting on coal. What is our rate coming out of the coal? 900, so that's intriguing. So if that's at 900, and we're not even getting all the copper. That's so intriguing. What's the rate for the copper? 870. So maybe it's just more efficient? I mean, our production is super low. This shouldn't be an issue here. Well, these vehicles are very old. So we are going to update those. Which means I have to upgrade all of these. Which will probably blow up the network. I mean, as I upgrade them, in reality, I could go through all these lines and check to make sure that the rate now is something reasonable. But I'm not going to do that. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a giant traffic jam. And we're going to have to fix it later. But sometimes, I mean, I'm just I'm coming over here just like clicking and looking at all these old cars because I don't want them to slow anyone down. I mean, I'm almost like half scrolling around, making sure that there's no old cars that could be slowing down the system, like this one right here. Gotcha. You are now an 18-wheeler. Get out of here. All right, we spent quite a bit of money there. Let's take a look at our finances. Well, that's a lot of negative. Okay, let's check our trains first. Train to Chattanooga to Sunnyvale is losing money. That surprises me because they're bringing a lot of machine parts, so they just must not be getting a lot back. The bakery is losing money. That is also surprising. And then, let's see. So that's our double train. We know this one's going to lose money because this is our double train from San Bernardino to Ann Arbor. And we did that just so we could get the capacity over here up so this can start leveling up. Because I want that transport to go up. And as that goes up, that should be fixed. And we should be getting more parts, more tools out of here. Yeah, so our production level is starting to increase. So we'll get more tools on here and that'll be a lot better. So I'm fine with all this right now. Let's take a look at our car routes. Chattanooga machine. All right, rate 1,100. So absolutely way too many vehicles. We are going to sell that. Because we can only do 800, so anything over that is definitely overkill, and we're going to lose. We're going to get crushed financially. So that's one. What else we got? Who else is the worst? I'm just going to kind of fix some of the worst. Ann Arbor grain. Our rate is 1,000. I mean, I don't want to go too crazy here because one of the bigger issues is there's just not a demand for it. So as this levels up, that will kind of fix itself, hopefully, in theory. Copper, we are at a 1,000 rate. Can we get that closer to the 800? Watch, I'm going to drop below 826. That is beautiful. And that'll get more cars off the road, so hopefully that'll help with some of the traffic jams as well. Let's see. Ann Arbor. I'm not going to touch Ann Arbor right now. San Bernardino fuel line. I mean, you're at a 200. What line is this? Fuel to town. Okay, so we're just not getting enough out of that. So I'm not going to go crazy on that. Chattanooga machine to town. It's just the delivery to the town. Any other machine parts to train? Oh, here we go. It happened. We knew it was going to happen. That is why this is losing so much money. They are just not cooperating. That is a problem with some of these expansions. Once you kind of increase, it's almost like, I mean, I need ways in and out of here. I might even, I mean, I already separated it once. Let's give street access over here. Maybe even street access over here, if I can. We can't, whatever. Delete that. And then let's take a look at these terminals. That's 1 and 2. So let's get... These terminals were on 1 and 2, so I separated them. Hopefully that will give some more room here. When they're starting to move. I might want to give... So the 18-wheelers are large, and that is something that I did not take into account. So let's try to give them a little bit more space to turn around. This seems like the right move. This should help them get in and out a little bit more efficiently. Except over here. Oh, well, I'm going to need them to be at least the same size. I mean, we have all this steel just sitting here. I might make... I mean, the problem is they're coming in here. So they're coming in to turn around to leave. That doesn't really seem the most efficient. Alright, but they're moving. And so for now, I will take that. But, let's see, we have our in and out. So this actually is doing just fine. I will... Can I give it any more space, though? That's all we can do. Okay. We're all moving. We're moving. Okay. Alright. So that is why our train lines were losing money, because they were not getting machine parts. Ugh. It's like every time I fix something, something else goes south. Looks like the passengers are doing just fine. Nothing too crazy, which means... Okay, let's take a look at what else we can do on this side of the map. So, we have food, but of course none of these towns want it. And what does that mean? So, we can do machine parts, goods, or brick. Now, we do have a way to make machine parts here. I don't love it, to be quite honest, because we have steel all the way over here, but we can get a pretty good steel, and actually we can get a pretty good... I'm complaining, but to be honest, I think it's pretty good. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's set this up real quick. So we will... I mean, we're just trying to connect this side of the map, but as you can see, this is like the only thing I really see. There's maybe a little fuel route over there, but yet again, it's not optimal, and there's not enough oil to get into the refinery, and we're using that for our goods production, of course. So, it's like every time you get a fix in, it's just you just get a new issue. So let's go here, and we're probably gonna need... Let's just make a road, and then we will make a road here. And then this won't be used by anyone, so we won't expand it too far. I mean, for now, we can just do, like, drop off, and then this is going to be going over there, so we're going to need at least a road that goes semi-direct. 6 million. It's funny how I used to flinch at that so hard before. Let's see. We got to update these so our trucks can move. And then we have a drop off there, drop off there. Let's put a drop off here. And because they're 18-wheelers, I'm not sure if this is going to cause too much traffic. I might end up having to change them to truck stations. But for now, let's make it as long as we can. Give it a little bit of room. And oh, oops, we need this, and we need that. I mean, we shouldn't need too many vehicles, at least on this route to the steel, but we will see. So Burbank to the drop off. So this is coal, Burbank 1 to steel. Oh, Jesus. Coal, Burbank 1 to steel. And then new line. Hopper, Burbank 1 to steel. The good thing is there is more copper and more coal here. So we can easily adjust that to more. And let's do Burbank steel to machine parts. And then we're going to need these parts to go somewhere. So Evansville, you will be our little test dummy for now. And anywhere else? I mean, we could honestly connect it straight up to Arlington and Gainesville. which I think we're going to do. I think we're going to do that, or at least be prepared to. I think at least to get these started, because I want to know what else that they're going to need. That is going to be a big factor on how we manipulate kind of our next options here. I want a direct route that's going to cause traffic. We'll do it. But that means we are also going to give these people destinations, because it looks like Gainesville was kind of cut off. So we're going to see definitely some, let me update that. Let's make this a big road, because we are going to see a lot of people come out of Gainesville. And then we'll probably see the same over here for Arlington. All right. Where does that go through? Okay, that's fine. And then we will connect it up here. And let's turn this into that. Okay. So the next thing we're going to need is a truck stop, and a very large one right here. And to be honest, I'm already going to, I think, you know what? This is going to be Evansville, and this one is going to be Gainesville and Arlington. Can I put them? Yeah. Okay. And then let's put, we are going to need a road depot. Let's get everyone on our little lines we just made. So we're going to start this slow. I know, right? Me starting slow and not just dumping 100 trucks on the line. What are you going to do? Let's see. Coal to Burbank. Steel 1. Because the distance is so short, I'm just assuming that we're not going to even need that many vehicles. Now, this one we're going to need quite a few. So I am going to jump the gun and get 20 to the machine part. I mean, that distance is quite large. So that is this little setup right here. Now we need the logs to the sawmill, and then sawmill to the machines factory. Is this going to be any traveling? So this is going to connect Burbank to this whole like street. So we're definitely going to have some, you can do a country road here. I can't make this a highway. I guess I could like theoretically delete it, but I'm not going to. And then let me get a highway. And I do want this to go this way if we can, because it's, and the reason I'm doing this is just to limit the amount of traffic going on right here if I can, because now that these people are going to be able to travel, I really don't want this to go kind of nuts. So we'll get a country road. And can we connect to this bridge? Oh, did I screw myself here? That's fine. Whatever. And let's do, I don't really think anyone else will be using this. I guess it's a more direct route if you're going this way. But there's nothing over there. So I should be fine. So we'll do a drop off here. This is going to be heavy traffic. So we are going to need the trucks to pull in. So we'll do this, and then we'll do a separate one to deliver the logs over there. And then we will do, we also need a way to take the logs out and a way to get the logs out. Oh, I really hate this side of the map, if I have to be brutally honest. logs to, what is this? Burbank Sawmill 1. Logs to Burbank Sawmill 2. Now we're going to probably get more sawmill plank production out of here. So we'll probably have to add in the extra copper and coal, and not too long, but I mean, it's just right here. I figured I'd just get it out of the way. Okay, I want this one to drop off. Ah, this sucks. Where do I want this to drop off? So this is going to be the 2 town routes. Can I put another one in on, what road are they coming in? They're coming in over here. So, oh, that makes me so happy. And then add station here, and this is Sawmill to Evansville machine parts. I mean, this is crazy. I think it's been, I mean, just look how inefficient these routes are. I mean, we're using almost a quarter of the map just to make these machine parts. Hopefully Ann Arbor also wants machine parts, but we'll get to that. And let's see, we need machine parts to Evansville. And I know I need to put trucks on the log route. Then we will do machine parts to Arlington. And then machine parts to Gainesville, Florida. And that is it for now. Okay, so let's put in another truck depot here. And we will buy 10 trucks for logs to Burbank Sawmill. Buy 10. And this is logs to Burbank Sawmill 2. If I can spell, which I can't. And then we need 10 here to bring the, what did I call it? Probably Burbank. Deal. Nope. Oh my god. Sawmill, maybe? Sawmill to Evansville machine parts. Okay, so this line is ready to go. So now we're over here. Machine parts to Evansville, machine parts to Arlington. All right, so 3 machine parts, and then okay, so 3 machine parts. I don't need a new line. I don't really care if they come from over there. It should be a pretty quick ride. We will do 20. I mean, machine parts to Evansville. No, that was that was the only one that didn't need that many cars. Can I go click on this? Manage vehicles. Let's take 10 of these and switch you to machine parts to Gainesville. And then we'll do 10 to Arlington. And that should get us started. Oh, it's like everything now is just so cumbersome to just get it. So, I mean, this was insane. So hopefully that works. In theory, we could also get this shipping over to San Bernardino, which I think actually is the right move. That is a very good move. So we will take here to here. This is machine parts to Ann Arbor. And then that will give another way for machine parts to kind of get in over here. And then that should help redirect some of the machine parts kind of more north. I might want to put some trucks on that line though, right? that would probably make sense. Where's the truck depot? We'll give you 10. Let's say machine parts, Ann Arbor. And now we have a full-on system going over here. Now, it's not optimal, and we're going to have to keep making it better and better. Because they're going to require more things. I mean, the craziest thing that we have to figure out is they want bricks. And so, like, there's 2 bricks or construction material plants up here, but there's absolutely no stone on this entire side of the map. There's 1. And there are bricks there. So I can get some bricks, I guess. I can drive this over here and then get this onto this train line and then ship it around. But, I mean, Provo wants bricks. Who else wants bricks? And Burbank. So even if I ship it over here, now I have it all in Ann Arbor that I gotta get it around. So, like, it wouldn't be the worst. I mean, how many bricks are we getting out of? Are we optimized over here? Yeah, we got 800 production. We have full production going on. 100 current traffic jams. Let's see. I think there's a traffic overlay. Do we have like a poor traffic somewhere? It would be orange, red. Someone did drop a comment, and I totally appreciate you if you're watching this, about turning on and off traffic lights. So you can come in here, and like right here, there's a traffic light. I can turn it off. So, oh, well, I guess that's our train line. But the point still stands. Like over here, there should be traffic. It's on, so I can click this, turn it on, or click it and turn it off. So that is an awesome thing. Okay. Nobody is moving. That's why I'm losing so much money. What is happening here? Everyone's on a different terminal. I don't even know who's stuck. So people are coming in. I think I put these all in backwards. I'm not even sure. Can I get like street access? Can I get like an out here with that? Is that really all I needed? There's no way. There's no way that just solved everything. Then there go. That's crazy. And then what I can do is I can eliminate this, right? No one's taking that anymore. And then extend this to give a little bit more room for the trucks to turn in and out. Watch this just completely blow it up again. So we get more trucks in. This is just insanity. I don't know. If you guys have better solutions for this, let me know. Because as the game progresses, I run into this more and more. And I just honestly don't know how to solve it. I'm sure there's better ways to kind of get it going and whatnot, but I mean, these trucks aren't even moving. I guess in theory, I could even like get a one-way in over here. Let me try that. Street. How can I... Sometimes it's like, how can I like destroy... Like, it's fixed, but how can I destroy it again real quick? Because this is like actually the back way. So like in theory, like this would be more efficient depending on where you're going. I don't know. But that just cost me so much money. We're definitely losing money now because of that. How are we doing over here? How's our new line progressing? We have no steel. How do we have no steel? We have no copper. What is our... Why? You gotta be kidding me. This is out of range. I hate myself. Okay. Manage vehicle. Manage line. Add that line. Get rid of Locust Street. Oh, so frustrating. So we've had these whole lines just running for absolutely no reason. 800. Let's see, what's you're at 600. We can increase that a little bit. And then sawmill. I'm just going to get these already to their kind of their 800. 899. 600. And then I won't have to worry about, I guess I can increase them all. And then that'll be 800. Then I won't really have to worry about like fixing them in the future. So you're at 900, so you're good. And the rest are town routes, right? Because the logs were 879, 900, and let me make sure these terminals are on different. They are. Only one there. They're on different. Okay. So that is now fixed. Ooh, new planes. New bus. Is that a bus? New bus? Ooh, another new bus? Why would I get a slower bus? Ooh, the Bombardier bi-level. Provo oil well. That's up here? Does that help at all? That's plastics. It's not a lot of plastics, but it's plastics. And then we have a steel mill that does not have any coal near it. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Like we have this Provo construction, and I mean, there's not even like on the other side. There's no stone. Oh, we got what's going on here? Sunnyvale to Pueblo. Okay, I see you. And I wonder if that's because we increased all the connections over here, so now people want to kind of get over here. That's really cool. That's really intriguing. But we will get another train on that line. Is everyone else doing okay? That's doing fine. Wichita to Henderson. We're probably gonna have to lay that track maybe next episode. We're finally getting pretty much all the brick out of there. How's everyone doing? So we're at 1,400. Emissions are poor. That's fine. It's just crazy to me that Sunnyvale doesn't have its food met. I mean, this production is disgusting. We have 414. We haven't touched this in a year. Before I do, you know what? All these vehicles are gone. Managed vehicles. Marietta Grain Bakery 3. I mean, we don't have any production here because we don't have anything stored. That's why we've had these issues for so long. I can't believe I haven't checked on this earlier. Here. Give me vehicles. Give me 10. And put them on Marietta Grain to Bakery 3. And then what do we got here? 900. That's fine. But I need to make sure that you can... That's definitely... We need to get rid of half of those vehicles. Okay, and then our last one over here. It's a bus line. I don't care about the bus line. 1,000. I'm gonna have to update these roads. I want to make sure that we can actually drive. Oh my god. We have so many cars. I mean, just the traffic alone that these probably cause. 700. 820. Perfect. Oh, now we need to make sure. What is this street? 100. And this should make people happy too. Can we do this? We can't, just because of that building, but it's fine. We're fine. Okay. Boom. All right. And now that should get our production back to where it needs to be, and hopefully that will assist. I mean, that's probably why our trains are losing so much money, because we're what are we losing money for now? I bet you this is not moving again. It's moving at the slowest possible pace. All right, how many things do we have here? I mean, is this just too many trucks on the road? No. I mean, they only have a rate of 400. But I wonder if that's just the traffic. I need a solution here. And I will probably get it done off screen, because this will probably be where we end today. I mean, our capacity now is, we're moving, and we've got Evansville growing. They have their machine parts. The steel is picking up here. Gainesville's growing. Arlington is crushing it. I mean, this is going to, it's going to take a little time for all this to turn online, right? Like, everything has to level up, but that's going to be fantastic. And what is this? Ann Arbor needs fuel now. Now, we are really crushing this bakery. So, in a perfect world, some of these other towns need food next, and then we will have an optimal kind of way to get that around. But one step at a time. One step at a time. We are barely in the black here. That Chattanooga steel, we have to find a solution for that. We are just getting crushed on that. And then Chattanooga is losing 10 million, and that's all because of the steel. I mean, we're getting crushed because we're not bringing anything out of there. And we're barely bringing any goods in. How much stuff is, I mean, there's nothing slotted for Chattanooga? Just goods. Oh, because that's all they need right now. So we need this to level up. 10%. Emissions are mediocre. I mean, we're gonna have to connect them to a highway. I mean, they are. That is so not optimal. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to, I don't know. I'm not sure. Get a passenger line maybe in a Marietta, because we need them to grow, so they can require more things, or this line is going to lose money forever. But machine parts is starting to pick up, which means that this is getting a little bit better. This is leveling up. Is there a traffic jam over here too? See, this is like where we need, can we turn this street light off? Boom. Things like that will really slow us down. But like, how are we getting stuck here? This is this is insane. I'm just trying to end the episode, but I mean, these trucks can't even get out. Let's do. I'm gonna have to rework this whole area, and then I don't want to. Does that help it? Please tell me that helps it. They're going that way. The trucks go that way. How are they even turning? So they're turning around. All right, so they need more. I can't even give them more space. What if we? This is gonna all have to be. What if I move this to Terminal 2? This is chaos. All right, I have to end the episode. So, next episode I might do this off screen. I might not, but I think the semis, these cargo stations that we currently have set up, I mean, they can't handle the capacity. Did I just break it again? And that's where we end it. So, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you have a better solution than I'm currently attempting to make. I would really appreciate it. All right, see you guys in the next episode.